Imagine you could take one of the most promising anti-aging ingredients ever that's been shown to improve the impossible, like Alzheimer's, dementia, and neuropathic pain, and harness that exact same power to improve the cell function in your face and not just in your brain. So you slow down the rate of aging to a ridiculously low level. That's what I'm going to be showing you today. And before you think it, I haven't got any affiliate links or sales pages for you at all. This is purely educational. You see, for many years, I've spoken all around the world about the use of a particular molecule, which, if used appropriately, can help us fight disease to an astonishing level, like I've mentioned already. The way it does this is by returning metabolic function as much as possible. So when it first started to be used in the 1990s, they gave it to people that were pretty much on their deathbeds from alcohol-induced liver toxicity. And after taking this molecule, they were up and jumping around in just days, like nothing had ever happened, and their addiction problems had disappeared too. The molecule I'm talking about is, of course, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. I've taught this very molecule for years, including courses just on its activity and use to scientific and medical professionals all around the world. Imagine if the cell function that it gave back to people in things like brain damage, liver damage, psychiatric conditions, and more could also be given back to our faces so we just don't really age visually. That, for me, is the holy grail of skincare, if we can ever get there. Now, I know some of you are going to comment and say, well, there's skincare already out there that uses NAD+, so can't I just use that? Well, you're right, there is stuff out there, but here's the problem I have with those. They've usually got a load of crap in them as well, like hyaluronic acid and random vitamins and molecules. So the packaging looks good because there's lots of things to write on the front. And there's also just too many other chemicals in it for my liking. But if the cell is working well, it's going to make its own hyaluronic acid anyway. So why are these companies putting things like HA in there? I don't think there's any good NAD plus skincare on the market anywhere right now. Hence why I've never recommended any, and I don't use any myself either. But if one was to come around, I'd say that and the testosterone propionate cream I've been using with my patients would be the only things I'd ever recommend to people. A good NAD plus product would even replace tretinoin for me. Currently, there are brands available if you want to take a look at ones like Young Goose, Intuis, and Sam Bunting. I've seen them all, and I'm not impressed after looking at the ingredient lists. So here's my advice if you want possibly the most powerful anti-aging cream we'll ever make in the skincare industry. Wait until someone makes a formulation with NAD plus and some sort of carrier, but with almost nothing else in the bottle, within reason. What do I mean by within reason? Well, certain things may need to be added for things like market regulations and product stability, which I'll never criticize a company for. Then take a 0.2 millimeter Demerol, roll it around your face for a few minutes, and rub it all in. And you can do it up to 2-3 times a day. I've seen tests of this done in research settings, and it looks like someone's put an Instagram filter on their face after they start using it. I also know of tests where it was given to people with deep neuropathic pain, and just by rubbing it in, the pain disappeared in just one day. In fact, I've just yesterday seen a guy with tinnitus or tinnitus, if you're in the US, whose hearing issue disappeared after one day with a variant of this product. If any of you have found other NAD plus containing skincare brands, please write them in the comments below. And maybe I can take a look and give my opinion on the formulation as someone who's worked with this specific molecule for years. And even better than that, in my new school group, starting in a few weeks from now, we'll be doing live group calls where we go into detail into topics like this to learn, and we'll even be analyzing market products live in a scientific way. So you can learn all this stuff for yourself and not be scammed by terrible brands.